Trash talking with the old heads. We back up.
Yes,
in
sir.
Here.
Let's do it.
G?
Let's do it. Man, it's a beautiful day outside.
Beautiful, man. Feel like summer almost,
Man,
but spring definitely,
I want to go out there on that grill today. And you know what I'm saying? Put a couple
you could have bought some smoked chicken or something with you.
Something with me. Hey, we're going to have to do that.
To go with this green smoothie and Hennessy. Who knew?
It's a perfect day to go out there on the grill and say, play like a champion. No excuses, baby.
And of course, as y'all can see, the main man, Jerry, he ain't here. The homie, Jerry, dealing with some real life situations.
Yeah, man. So, shout out to
him. Prayers up for him.
Yeah, prayers for the
family.
Corey Ray and rest in peace, sir. It's one of our friends. He was closer to Jerry than to me, but I just knew him going through Jerry, and shout out to him and his family and his mom. Prayers for the entire family, heartfelt prayers. But I also don't want, I would be remiss in our debate and what we go through to say rest in peace to the Boston Celtics from last night, having that 25-3 lead and it going away.
Losing to those non-contenders.
Yeah, the team that ain't going to contend. We ain't going to let you get away like that easy, Jerry. We ain't going to let you get away. We love you, brother.
At all. Love you, though, bro. I'm going to be on your damn head next week, though.
we took it light on you last night. We ain't say nothing, but just rest assured, it's coming.
It's coming, bro. But, man, we got a lot to get into today, boy. Of course, we are the old heads. Old heads, new perspectives. Got a lot of perspective on that bullshit that went down yesterday in the Oval Office.
Ooh, tell me about it.
But we'll get to that later on, you know what I'm saying? Let's start with the Combine, brother.
Yes,
and before we start there,
yes, sir.
First of all, let me give thanks to all the subscribers on YouTube, everybody that's subscribed. We appreciate y'all, man. We're going to keep the content coming, but please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Also, the Spotify will be coming back soon, so also you can check us out on Instagram as well as TikTok, Trash Talking with the Old Heads. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
Peace. Hey, we appreciate you, man. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We like the commentary that we've been hearing. Like you said, subscribe, hit that like button.
No doubt, bro. But
let's start with how we doing.
This Combine going down, dog, in Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying? Of course, your boy Shedeur not throwing. Just went through the physicals and everything. But, man, I've been picking up on a lot of just criticism of Shedeur. Like everybody, some people I saw they said dropped him out of the first round. Some said on their draft board they had him as a second or third round pick.
Second or third round?
Right. Like, bruh.
That's rough.
Is it just that time of year where they try to tear him down? You know, maybe it's teams out there that really want to pick him. You know what I'm saying? And don't. But what do you think about the criticism, though, bro? Man, they seem to be talking about everything but his play.
Yeah. Well, one thing I saw that kind of, piqued my ear a little bit, and I was curious as to why. But they said he's closer to Jackson Dart than he is to Cam Ward in his own draft class.
Wow.
So I get what you're saying. I don't think he's a second or third round pick. He's definitely
first round.
Yeah, with the way that quarterbacks are coming off the board. You know what I'm saying?
They get pushed up.
It's a quarterback league now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the next man, which we've talked about, a lot of times on this podcast about how the next man up is the wrong mentality for the quarterback position.
Right.
Especially
when it comes to paying them.
Right. Having to devote so much of your resources to the quarterback position and, ignore or, don't give enough credit to the other players.
Right.
And I'm kind of glad that the running backs had we had a little bit of a comeback to the running back position, but I'm going off topic. To me, I think it's the swagger. It's what he brings to the game. You know what I'm saying? For Shedeur.
Oh, the extra stuff.
The extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Dion wasn't your daddy, would you have the mindset that you had? You know what I'm saying? So him coming, and what I'm saying by that is like his mindset is that I've already made it. I am that guy. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's good to have that confidence, but what have you proven other than you took, you and Dion,
Jackson State.
took a team that was trash and made it respectable. You didn't do anything though. You didn't win any championships. You know what I'm saying? Did they even win their bowl game? They won their bowl game, didn't they? But you didn't really do anything. You didn't prove anything to have the mindset that you have nothing to prove. And so I think that's where a lot of the backlash is coming from. So if Deion wasn't your daddy, you know what I'm saying, would you even have this platform right now? You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I'm not saying
but because I could look at it the other way and say if Deion wasn't your dad, he wouldn't be getting all this criticism.
True. But would he have the swagger that he got? Would his NIL deal have been so, you know what I'm saying, so big, so top heavy?
No, probably not.
No, he wouldn't have. Would he have, you know what I'm saying, would he have been able to come from, because you don't see HBCU quarterbacks go to D1 programs,
right,
and start.
And they lost the bowl game 36-14.
I thought they didn't. I felt like they didn't win. So again, you know what I'm saying, for you to, those quarterbacks that don't participate in the combine, again, a lot of this probably is the combine, and he didn't play in the Shrine, the East-West Shrine game, is from what I'm hearing. A lot of the pushback and the blowback is that just his attitude toward, you know what I'm saying, competing. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and again, it's perception, but it's the combine. It's the combine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not the guy. You know what I'm saying? Normally, typically, the guy, your Bryce Youngs, your Caleb Williamses, the quarterbacks that have skipped not throwing have been the guy. They have throughout the last year. Everybody knew they was coming off. Joe Burrow, everybody knew they was coming off, they was coming out that year. Everybody knew they was going to be the number one quarterback taken. And that's not the case. Cam Ward, Jackson Dart all have something to prove. And so by not throwing in the combine, I just feel like it puts that negative perception, like you've got swagger, but why? Why do you have this swagger? Part of it is Deion Sanders. A lot of it is Deion, his daddy. A lot of it is. Because you played at Colorado. You know, y'all had some good games. You were on TV. But what did you know what I'm saying? Were you a Heisman winner? Did you win a conference championship? Did you win your bowl game? The only bowl game you went to. The only place you were highly successful in was at a HBCU. And that's not saying that you don't value that, you know what I'm saying, what he did at Jackson State. But we know what the competition level is at Jackson State.
I guess my thing is we know what Colorado looked like before he got there, too.
We do, but it wasn't just him. You know what I'm saying?
True.
He had a lot of talent to come and turn the program around, so to speak.
Well, for me, the things you look for in a quarterback, standing in the pocket, being able to stare down the rush and still try to deliver the football. He does them things.
He does those
He's
things.
accurate.
He does those things.
So to me, I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I heard one guy say, it was on NFL Network. I'm paraphrasing, but basically, what is his superpower? Like he said, he got average athleticism, average arm. True. You know what I'm saying? He said his accuracy is above average.
So the things that you're speaking to, standing in the pocket, you know what I'm saying, being accurate, those are things that, yes, he's a NFL quarterback, but is he a franchise quarterback? Is he a quarterback with nothing to prove?
Would you take him in the top 5? If you're, let me put the teams on it.
Okay.
Let's say, let me get the list out, because this is the question I wanted to ask.
So first and foremost, I wouldn't take him one.
I was about to say, would you take him over Cam Ward?
I wouldn't take him over Cam Ward.
Okay. I agree. I actually agree with that. I probably would take Ward first. And just looking at the physical tools, I'd rather have Ward.
I'd have Cam Ward. You know what I'm saying? Now, would he be my second choice just looking at the games? And I would.
So if you're Cleveland, would you take him? Let's say over Travis or whoever that number 2 player, because Travis is number 1 on a lot of people's boards as far as overall player.
Depending on what I needed.
So it's Cleveland. You know Cleveland. They got Deshaun Watson and right now James, but he a free agent.
J-Boo.
Right. So would you take Shedeur over them?
I would have to see. He would have to have a strong pro day. You know what I'm saying? But just looking at
to me.
No. Just looking at
pro day over the tape. You've seen him on tape already.
Okay, so then, but see
what the pro day gonna tell you that you don't already know?
What I've seen on tape doesn't move the needle for me.
So you wouldn't take him?
I don't know. I can't. Okay, who they got at cornerback?
Ward, and they got two nice
Denzel
corners.
Ward
And I forget the other boy name on the other
dude
side.
from Florida, right?
They got two corners. Newsom.
Okay,
Greg
so they
Newsom.
don't have the dude from Florida no more.
I don't think so. I know they got Newsom and Ward still.
I might take Travis over him.
Giants. You just lost out on Matthew Stafford.
I would definitely, if I'm the Giants, I'm draft because I can find a better quarterback, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not staking my franchise. The Giants have room too because they jobs
on the line probably with the coach and the GM of the Giants.
If I'm the Giants, I probably would draft Shedeur.
And then New England doesn't need a quarterback.
But again, I would have
Jacksonville and the Raiders.
I would have to see at the combine because if you're looking at,
but he ain't performing in the combine.
If we're looking at the tape, you know what I'm saying, not the combine, but the pro days. You know what I'm saying, and whatever they scout, it would have to be. My scout says that he's a better quarterback than Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart.
I
saw one thing had him behind Milroe.
No, I'm definitely not behind Milroe. Jackson Dart. What it says that he's better than Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart is a better athlete. He's better with running the ball. He has the same disposition as standing in the pocket. He don't throw a lot of interceptions.
It's Jackson Dart.
I mean, what made Shedeur that much better than Jackson Dart?
Man, when I see him play, man, Shedeur just looked like a better quarterback to me.
Man, how?
Man, and you got to remember, Shedeur had no offensive line whatsoever.
He did.
What would his numbers look like with the offensive line? He would be probably that sure number one that you're talking about earlier if he had any kind of line play.
You make a good point. That's a great point. You know
and to still put up those numbers standing behind that offensive line, dog.
That's a great point. I would have, again, he's just not a lock for me. I just don't see it. He's not a lock that I got to stake my franchise.
Well, my thing on all these, none of these quarterbacks are locks to me. First, not even Cam
exactly.
Ward.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Not even Cam Ward.
And that's what I wanted to really try to get at is that we have to get away from. I got to have a quarterback.
But
you know what I'm saying?
In this
you
NFL,
got to have a quarterback, but you will stake your whole franchise over an unknown. Like now, if you're, you know what I'm saying, your scouts, you know what I'm saying, you know everything that you're looking for in a quarterback is in that quarterback, then yeah.
No, I'm with you. If I got if I can take a Dart maybe in the second round or one of these dudes and they number grades are like this,
right?
I can see waiting and taking Travis
If I
Hunter.
need an offensive lineman or I need a cornerback,
Will Campbell or whoever, Mason Graham or whoever, you know what I'm saying? But if you got a good, really a high first round grade on them, you got to take the quarterback, dog. You got to.
I mean, if you got a high first round grade, true. That's what I'm saying.
Now,
but I don't.
We all know they get overdrafted. A lot of these quarterbacks get overdrafted.
Exactly, you know and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? People are taking. You know what I'm saying? They taking these quarterbacks and they really ain't what they. You know what I'm saying? What people say they are.
Yeah, I agree, man. I don't see any of them as a game changer in this year's class, man. Maybe Cam Ward can, because he's going to like 3 different places and put up the number. So he might be the one, you know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Yeah, I think Cam Ward is
he got the talent to say, okay, I can do it.
He's probably the best sure thing at quarterback as far as, okay, this is somebody we can win with. Now, again, I say that I'm not saying that they the next Aaron Rodgers or the next, you know what I'm saying, Jaden Daniels.
But just solid QB who will be there for 10 years, you know what I'm saying, right? That kind of guy. And I'm hearing that Tennessee not even in love with picking first. You know what I'm saying, that they might want to move up out of there, you know what I'm saying? So it may be on.
Right, because that's what I'm saying. A lot of franchises like sold.
You might well get some more draft picks if you're not a surefire quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of with that strategy. If I was them, I would probably trade now, even though Will Levis as your QB, where you going with that? You know what I'm saying?
He had 1 year. Let's give him another or 2 years. But this first year really playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't,
that might be the way they look at it.
We got to stop giving up on these quarterbacks. We saw what Bryce Young was able to do. You know what I'm saying? He was able to turn it around a little bit.
Put a little bit around him.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the third year is going to look like for him. You know what I'm saying?
agree.
These quarterbacks don't all the time. it's the NFL. It's a hard league.
Right. Sometimes it takes some people longer to adjust.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, quarterback used to get 3-4 years before
Right.
you even thought about whether or not
Sometimes they didn't even start.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Back
For
in the
3
day,
years, you know what I'm saying? They
I
just
think
sitting there. You know what I'm
Peyton
saying?
Manning was like the first to just start as
The
a
money
rookie.
really started to do that in, though. The kind of money they started
I had to go
making
ahead and take advantage of them being on their rookie
on
deals.
the rookie deal. Right, exactly. So that's kind of that, man. But let's move on to his teammate, man, Travis Hunter.
All right.
And this ain't no personal conversation. This is about football.
Yeah.
This is about football. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm going to say this. I want to say, because we had a few episodes ago, not even a few episodes ago, a while ago, a couple months ago, you know what I'm saying? We talked about, you know what I'm saying, some of the immaturity that we were seeing and, you know what I'm saying, the position at his feet that his fiance was putting him on. I want to give him and his fiance the props for getting off of social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You haven't heard, you know what I'm saying, the stories done died down.
Right.
Stay off the social media,
Right.
man.
Live your life. You don't have to live it
Don't
online.
live your life on social media.
Nah, not at all.
It's not for the famous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
old heads, I know we sound like old heads saying that,
Yeah.
but it is the truth.
It's
though,
the
you know
truth,
what I'm saying?
man. You can't.
You don't live your life online.
No, man, you
You know what I'm
can't, man. As
saying?
soon as something happen, then, you know, everybody in your business.
Everybody in your because you put it out there. It ain't even like they in your business. You gave them your business.
Right.
You know
And
what I'm
then
saying?
now when something go bad, you know what I'm saying, you like, get out of my business. Nah, you
gave us your
Yeah.
business, basically.
you
know what I'm
frolicking
saying?
through the daisies and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Then
When
something
the
happened.
ugliness come to
Right.
you, you know what I'm saying?
And then it get leaked on Facebook or some Twitter or whatever or X. Fuck
You did
Elon
it.
Musk.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You did it. So
did
make
it
your
to
bed,
yourself,
but
man.
live with it either way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I'm one with you, though. That was a real responsible decision, you know what I'm saying, to get on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? The man got a lot on the line.
Exactly.
He should be focused right now on
Stay focused
what he
on the
needs to
main
do.
thing.
On the main thing.
Keep the
'Cause
main
in a minute
thing
with
the
all the
main
money,
thing.
you can tell everybody kiss your ass. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Kiss my ass.
I got $50 million. Kiss my ass.
Like Zelensky should have told Trump ass yesterday, suck
that would've
my
been
dick.
Beautiful. We'll get to that. That would have been epic. But Travis, man, playing both ways, man. He says he wants to be drafted by a team that's going to let him do it. First of all, first question is, should he do it? Well, can he do it?
Can he play both ways?
Do you think he can do it?
Not the way he was doing at Colorado.
At Colorado, right? Full time.
Nah, because I'm gonna say this. He's probably, if he played one or the other full time, he would probably be one of the elites
At that position. Wide receiver or
in
corner.
college. Now I know he won the Heisman. He played both at a good level, but not at an elite level. You know what I'm saying? Was he the best wide receiver in college football this year? No. Was he the best wide cornerback in the football this year? No. There were a lot of things
Kind of putting two goods together to get great.
Yeah.
right.
There were a lot of things that he
Right.
did that were phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not taking away, you know what I'm saying, playing both positions, that in and of itself was a feat
At that
had
level, right.
to be recognized.
Right.
You playing 100-some snaps in a position that is always moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Always moving.
Right.
And for him to do that at that level was commendable, and he deserved the Heisman. But all I'm saying is that he wasn't elite at any of the positions that he played in. Was he maybe top 5 at cornerback? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Without looking at the stats, he definitely wasn't top 5 in receiving. You know what I'm saying?
PFF had him as the number 3 cornerback and the number 5 wide receiver.
They got him at 3 and 5. Pro Football Focus.
3 at corner, 5
But-
at wide receiver.
That's their rankings, but I'm talking about his production in football. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's their grade.
That's their grade.
That's
I'm
their grade.
talking about his
Right.
production
Right.
in the college level. He wasn't the best cornerback.
No.
He was in top 5 in the
He had a
cornerback.
90.3 coverage grade, which was 5th. And at his wide out, he had an 89 receiving grade.
There you go. So again, good, solid player, but I just don't think that he should do that at the pro level.
Do you think he can? Can he do it though? You don't think he can or should?
I don't think he can or should, because now you're playing the best of the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree too. I think it's too many plays in the pros.
There's too many plays.
The physicality,
How
the physicality is
effective
about to
can you
ramp up. And to me, while he's a kind of muscular cut dude. He's not a big dude. You know what I'm saying? To try to do that and to try to play wide receiver, then flip around and go to corner and play against A.J. Brown.
Yeah, you're going to hurt your team.
Right. And Jamar Chase and bruh.
We'll let you get some plays. Now, you got to pick a position. Do you want to play wide receiver or do you want to play cornerback?
Which do you think he should play?
I think he should play cornerback.
I do too. And be a gadget
wide receiver. Come in a few plays.
But then the money come into play. The top corners make what, 20-something? Top wide receivers starting to push 40.
He can demand that though. He can
he?
If he's Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders got the biggest contract as a cornerback when he signed with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
If he's Deion Sanders and he can't beat Deion Sanders playing wide receiver,
right?
You know what I'm saying? 60, 70 snaps a game.
Right. Yeah, I see him being more like that too, like Deion did. You know, sometimes run some reverses,
right?
Couple bubble screens. You know what I'm saying? Try to get deep every once in a while.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But play corner.
A third down receiver come in on the third down or something. Get a big. You know what I'm saying? A dig route.
Right.
Or catch a slant or something. Or like you said, catch a couple smoke screens.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Run a jet sweep or something.
Yeah, I see him going. I think he's going to go early, though. You know what I'm saying? Probably. I think Cleveland may take him out. They may not take a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Even though I would if I'm Cleveland, I'm taking a QB. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. They need one. The Deshaun Watson era is over. I'd probably take him.
The Deshaun Watson era is over. Wow.
I'd probably take
Cleveland paid a heavy ransom to get that dude.
$230 million guaranteed. He gets every penny.
He don't give a damn.
And gonna be out this whole year.
He don't give a damn.
He don't give a damn about what's going on. But that's one of the sad situations. But yeah, man, I don't think he should either, man. Ain't no need to keep beating that conversation, man. Let's move to the the NBA, man.
Let's do it.
Your Lakers. Looking pretty good.
Hey, say it with your chest. Say it with your...
Like I told old boy the other day, I ain't making no proclamations after 6 games, though. You know what I'm saying? I know this is a microwave-ass society.
No, what I'm talking about saying with your chest is give J.J. Redick, I
will not.
We are 58 games into the season.
I'm glad you brought that shit up.
37-21.
What I will give credit is LeBron liking the coach that came in and playing harder.
Man,
that's what I'll give credit to. He let your last coach down. Don't nobody want to talk about it. Don't nobody want to say the quiet part out loud.
How he let him down?
Man, fuck you. We all know from the jump, LeBron didn't want that coach, and it showed. Everything him and AD said undermined that man, so fuck them. Fuck them and fuck JJ Redick. You know what I'm saying? And I say that with my chest.
Why? So why didn't they want him? Let's explore that.
I don't know.
Okay then. So it's not just
I don't know.
It's not just that they just undermined him just because. You know what I'm saying? He did some things that was probably what other players spoke up on if it was just AD and LeBron.
But that's
let's get back to it, man.
Yeah, let's get back to it. But yeah, I got a problem with that though.
Shout out to JJ.
Are they contenders now in the West? Can they come out of the West as constructed right now?
When you got Luka and you got LeBron playing at a high level at age 40, you got a shot. You have a shot. JJ is coaching his ass off. Let's give him props. I don't care what you think happened, but without AD, their defensive ranking was in the bottom third to they're in the top 10. This all started over the last 2 months where they're the number 1 rated defensive team. Number 1, without AD anchor in the middle. Let's give credit to Vando and Dorian Finney-Smith, who have shored up the wing defense.
God, I can't wait to get put out in the first round.
And for whatever they're doing, this is my only caveat to them coming out the West. They are going to have to figure out, which they've been doing an excellent job, but how can they make up for Luka's defensive issues?
And Austin Reeves.
AR is competing.
Yeah, getting blown by the other night.
And he had
He's still bad too.
He ain't bad as he used to be. He's better.
He's still bad.
He's better than what he was.
The answer to the question is no. They not coming out of the West. They not real contenders. They not.
I said they got a shot.
They're not gonna win the West.
They got a shot.
No, they don't. The answer is no. They
So
do
who's
not
going to
have
win the West?
OKC.
We'll see.
OKC.
We shall see.
OKC.
We shall see. What makes you so confident that they can come out the West?
I just think they've gone through the process that normally teams have to go through. You know what I'm saying? They built it up, and now I see your boy SGA as that dude who I think can take over games when he need to. You know what I'm saying?
Has he done it in the playoffs, though?
I think he will.
And knowing that he will
Right.
is two different things.
Right, that's
Can
true. That's true.
Can Jalen Williams do it in the playoffs?
I think they will.
When the teams are able
They
to.
will. At this point, it's all conjecture. We don't know about any of these teams right now. And when it comes to
Well,
this
we
year's
do know
playoffs.
about players. We know about certain players. We know that Luka just was in the finals.
On
we know that
the
LeBron is a
Mavericks.
4-time
On
champion.
the Mavericks, handling everything. Right.
We know that LeBron has been there. We know that the Nuggets.
When was the last time he was there?
When was the last time? Who was
When
there?
the last time LeBron won one?
4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago.
No, for the bubble chip.
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, for the bubble chip.
4 or 5
for
years
that bullshit
ago.
ass chip.
4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
Before
Like I
that,
said.
he was in the
Like I
finals in
said.
2018.
Right.
And 2017.
7 years ago. Right. Exactly. So what the fuck we talking about? That's 7 years ago.
But
What the fuck are we talking about?
he was
like I said,
he still was in the finals.
like I said, that's 7 years ago.
4
We
or
don't know
5 years
shit
ago.
about this Laker team as constructed. Will Austin Reeves do it in the playoffs?
He's done it.
Done what?
He's been an efficient scorer in the playoffs when they
So
made
has
that run.
SGA. So what are we talking about?
Not okay. So has he made it to the Western Conference Finals? Has he even done that?
He
Austin
does.
Reeves have.
So now it's Austin Reeves has.
You
You just said LeBron has. LeBron did that. You just said that.
You just asked me about
did
Austin
that.
Reeves.
But it wasn't because of Austin Reeves that they got there.
But you asked me about Austin
But I'm
Reeves.
saying it wasn't
you
because
asked me
it
about
was
Austin
not
Reeves.
about him that
so
they got
why
there.
ask about Austin
wasn't
Reeves because
him.
it ain't gonna be about
Because he
him.
ain't really done it. It ain't been because of him. This play he's sustaining right now. Can he sustain that shit in the playoffs? We don't know that because he hadn't done it.
Dante, if you go back and you look at their Western Conference Finals run when they eventually got beat by the Nuggets, Austin Reeves was one of the key contributors to that run. Austin Reeves was. So to say that he hasn't been a third wheel or a fourth cog well, he's now third. He's playing his
no
same
more than
position.
SGA in the playoffs. He hadn't done any more than
You can't compare him to SGA. SGA is the leader. Austin Reeves ain't. So why are we even talking about Austin
said
Reeves?
they was a big three a couple weeks ago.
He's not the leader.
But you said they was a big three.
It's okay. There is a big. I didn't say there was a big three. Somebody else put that on there. But Austin Reeves is contributing. He's not a big three, but he's coming.
They not contenders. People, the whole
Saying that
thing
they're
is
gonna
they are
win and
not
saying they're
contenders.
not contenders that's just crazy. That's crazy to me.
They're
That's
not
crazy
real.
talk.
They're not real contenders.
How they're not real contenders?
Not
When
gonna, and when it come down to it, they're not going to beat Joker and the Nuggets. They're not going to beat OKC.
they just beat the Joker and the
I know. I said when it counts.
They just beat them.
I said when it
They
counts.
counted the last
when
game.
it counts in the playoffs.
They get counted the last game. Have the Nuggets beaten the Luka Lakers?
Do we want to look
Have
at
they beaten the Luka
Do we want to
Lakers?
look at the last 10 versus
Have
the
they
Lakers?
beaten the Luka Lakers?
Do we want to look at the last 10 versus the
Have
Lakers?
they beaten the Luka
Like
Lakers?
I said,
Have
do
they
we want to
beaten
look at the
Luka
last
Lakers?
10 versus Denver and
I
the
ain't
Lakers?
talking about the last 10.
That's
They
what
didn't
I
have
thought.
Luka.
Like I said, they're not contenders. Like I said,
didn't have
everybody,
Luka.
all this microwave thinking and shit, everybody want to pile
All
on.
we're
you know what
doing
I'm saying?
is looking at the team as it exists today.
Right. Exactly.
Today, they are a good team. They are a contender.
I didn't say they weren't a good team.
You just said they weren't a contender.
Not to win the title.
If they win the West, they are a contender, whether they
They're
win
not
it or
going to win
not.
the West. That's what I'm saying. They're not going to do that either. You don't think that you wouldn't put money on it?
I would definitely put $100 on a $700 futures bet, a plus 700 futures bet.
That's just good business. That's just good business. That's just good business, man. But let's move to the other team. I'm so glad Jerry ain't here to talk about these boys. The Knicks. Contenders or pretenders, dog. Like
At this point, they pretend.
they did beat Memphis last
They
night.
did beat Memphis, but Memphis, hey, come on back to the pile. Regress to the mean.
They have
Memphis.
a little bit. They really have a little
They
bit.
regressing, man. We one game out of a game and a half out of second place. So we ain't contenders, my ass. But anyway, they obviously their defense has taken a huge step back. Last year they was in the top. They was one of the top defensive teams in the league. This year they in the bottom third in defensive rating. They obviously missing Hartenstein. I didn't know that was going to be a big issue because Mitchell Robinson has not been playing. He really ain't played the last 2 years except for the end of last season. And he showed, his abilities then. But Hartenstein was even more effective because he was a legit role presence. Like he had that floater. Like when they doubled or they ran that pick and roll with Bronson, he would hit him with that pocket pass. He would roll and he was money in the paint with that little floater. But they haven't had a defensive presence. Cat, for his offensive prowess, is not the defender that Hartenstein and rebounder that Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson can, and what Mitchell Robinson should be able to do now that he's back. They bench is kind of, is leaky. I know that Jerry has said this before that Tibbs run his team in the ground and they start that 5 and they play all of them playing upwards of 35 minutes a game and they having to depend more on Landry Shamet. Your boy Deuce McBride ain't getting the burn that I think he should have been getting. His production has come down a little bit from last year. I think this year, what are you averaging, about 9 points a game? Your boy Deuce McBride, he was one of their big bench contributors last year. And so with Mitchell Robinson back, we're going to see exactly what he can actually provide as far as the defense. And does he give them another piece that they can, that they can utilize to help their offense and their defense to be more productive. Now, having said all that, they third in the East.
Right.
7-3 in their last games.
Right.
So, championship contenders, I don't think they're there. I don't think they can beat Boston. They showed can't beat the best teams in the league.
Right.
All season.
I think they 0-7 now or 0-6.
But this goes back to, this is what kills me. All right, so we say when it counts. When it counts, it's typically people are referring to the playoffs.
Right.
Last year in the playoffs, they counted. Now they missing a piece. They missing your boy, the red hair, what's his name, DiVincenzo. They got him exchanged for Mikal Bridges. At this point, I don't see, where they can change it to where they can be championship contenders.
I don't think they're fraudulent. To answer the question, I don't think they're fraudulent, but I'm not sure they can win the title either. You know what I'm saying? I think they're
the fraudulent shit is a little bit disrespectful.
It's a bit much, you know what I'm saying, to go to fraudulent. Now, you could go with the 0-6, 0-7 versus the contenders and say, they're fraudulent. That does smell fraudulent. You know what I'm saying?
Some fraudulence going on.
Fraudulence going on. Now, like I said, the win last night, really, that was a good win versus Memphis. That was a nice win. You know what I'm saying? I think they can still put it together, though. You know what I'm saying? It's, like I said, they haven't come all the way together like I thought they would by this point of the season. But I think they can get it together. And if they get it together, they're a dangerous team. They got pieces, you know what I'm saying? Cat, Brunson, Miles, they got pieces, you know what I'm saying? Anunoby, it's pieces, Hart. It's some dogs on that team, you know what I'm saying? If they can really put it together.
But
the defense not being what it was, you know what I'm saying?
That's what drove that.
That's the heart of that team, you know what I'm saying? They messed it up a little bit with that trade. But the trade for me, like I told y'all earlier, that's going to be worse for Minnesota than it is for the Knicks. You know, that was just stupid by Minnesota. I don't know what they were doing. But anyway, I don't want to get off track. But I do think as far as the Knicks, man, it's going to come down to who they have to play and win. You know what I'm saying?
Well, eventually they're going to have to play the Cavs.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, win. How early do you have to play Boston or the Cavs? You know what I'm saying? And I think for me, they'll probably rather have the Cavs for real.
Yeah, 2 and 3 look like it's sold up.
Yeah.
Like the 2-3 spot. Boston gonna have the 2 spot.
Right. And the one sold up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
That's what I'm saying. 2 and 3 is Boston and New York.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's pretty much locked.
Those are locked up.
And right now, 6 would be who? Detroit.
That
playing well.
Issue.
Right. Could be an issue. You know what I'm saying? It could be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But I can't go to fraudulent, though.
I know the Rev love to hear that. You know
what? Detroit could be a problem. Yeah. They could be, man. They're playing good ball, man. I mean, the Nuggets thumped them pretty good. I think that was that last night. or the night before.
Nuggets.
One of them. I know the Nuggets thumped them pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But that happens when you're dealing with Joker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But they're a problem, Chief. They're a problem. You know what I'm saying? They become a problem.
How Cade's game is pretty legit when he can pull up on you from three, he can get downhill.
Right. And you're talking about a team that beat Boston.
Good mid-range, Jay.
They beat Boston on Wednesday. Beat them good, like by 20 points, I think it was. You know what I'm saying? So
they waved the white flag at about 4 minutes left.
Right, exactly. Man, we didn't even get on them about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy. Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
The Revs got at him, too, because he had made that damn post with miss me with all this, that, and the third time about Detroit was, what he said? He said something like, you remember how when you was young, your parents used to let you go outside, but you couldn't come off the porch. He said that was supposed to happen to the Pistons.
Hey, man.
They come outside, and I think
they beat the Knicks last time they played. It was in January, but they beat the Knicks, too. I mean, Detroit could be a problem for whoever get them in the first round, dog. They could be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
They'll probably upset a team.
Yeah, they might beat one team
or
this year.
Take them to 7. Make
Make it respectable. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't see them doing nothing.
Not nothing special like getting to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, he's talking about 2027. I don't even see that either. You're going to be competitive, but, better than what you've been. But
they'd have to get another star kind of player in order for me to go there. They need somebody in free agency would have to come there. You know what I'm saying? For me to say, okay, they can make that kind of jump.
There ain't going to be no Cade Cunningham.
Nah, and whoever on that team now.
Cade got to do again.
I know Ivy got to come back and all that, but that's not a contending team unless they get another star. You know what I'm saying? But nice season by Detroit, though. We're going to take a quick break. Trash talking with the old heads. We will be back in just a minute.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, baby.
Indeed. We'll be back after these commercials.
After these messages, we'll be right back.